Hello, my name is Dion Azin, and I'd like to thank you for taking a little bit of time to hear about our really big dreams. DREAM stands for Dreams Really Exist and More. Our aim is to keep hope alive and inspire young children to achieve their dreams no matter the circumstances. My team and I have invested ourselves in local children's dreams with one thing in mind: the limitless potential of their young lives. Our organization's 5 founders, Andrea Sabreros, Connie Trono, Gerald Davis, Jennifer Chambers, Susie Lopez, and myself, have worked tirelessly to tailor services, diligently acquire resources, and ultimately foster hope in the lives of Bay Area families of children living with medical setbacks. We have developed an organizational overview, mission statement, as well as a 10-year plan to reflect our goals for expansion. Our organization is structured as a nonprofit. With that said, we value each of our dedicated staff and volunteers as they are the life force of our organization. In this presentation, we will outline our employment policies, management, and communication styles alongside our detailed organizational structure. Here at Dreams, we pride ourselves in offering individualized assistance. This is reflected in our extenuating circumstances offered and the culture of our organization. We don't spare any detail about our organization as we delve into the foundation and share with you what makes us tick. We go on to describe available staff and volunteer benefits, company aesthetics, detailed expense budgeting, and marketing strategies. Lastly, I'd like to thank you for joining us in our journey to improve the lives of the next generation of dreamers by keeping hope alive and proving that dreams really do exist.
Hello everyone, my name is Gerald Davis and my team and I will be presenting our nonprofit organization called DREAM. DREAM exists to provide medical care to children who are in poverty and poor neighborhoods who do not have any care at all. We believe that in order for this generation to thrive, they have to have access to medical care and services that the rest of the United States has as well. Without access to affordable care and medicine, these children cannot grow up to become successful and productive members of our society.
Our purpose of our organization is to advance such charitable purposes for public benefit, the relief and assistance of disadvantaged children in the need of obtaining their goals and dream in the Bay Area, Napa County, and Solano County who are suffering from medical setbacks by making grants and awards. We are trying to establish a strong community resource that can financially contribute to the goals and dreams of the children who are affected by medical illnesses. So we would like to give them grants and awards to fulfill that goal.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I will be talking about Dreams' vision today. Breaking it down into 5 P's makes it easy. Profit. So Dreams isn't really a financial profit. So our kind of profit is more humanitarian. So healing through accessibility, which basically means that we want to work to provide resources to our clients who are otherwise unable to access them due to medical or physical limitations. Our vision ties into our purpose. That's what we want to do, is get them their resources so that they can get an education and among other things, but primarily education and medical care in terms of medicine and all of that while they're receiving treatment. People, we want to be an environment that instills positivity and support. That goes for our employees and our clients. So we want to be a company that inspires and empowers employees every day. We want them to come to work ready to feel ready to make a difference in people's lives and feel rewarded and fulfilled doing it. So, and we want to demonstrate and instill that in our clients as well. So they've already have enough that they're dealing with, so this would be one less thing to worry about if we work to make our company environment warm and inviting and welcoming. So our portfolio, so how we plan to get these services out there. We want primarily a resource team. Right now especially, we want to connect and employ and utilize academic counselors, financial counselors, social services, social workers, those kinds of people that we need in order to get these services out there for our clients. So that involves career planning, financial planning, things like that. So partners kind of ties in with portfolio. We want to work with corporate and private entities that will provide funding and donate services or resources and anybody who wants to help and help make a difference. We want volunteers for our daycare and rec activities rooms and things like that. Obviously, they would receive training, etc. We also want to work with educational institutions, colleges, high schools, primarily in the Bay Area, Solano County, Napa County. That's our area of service right now. We'll also partner with other nonprofit organizations that serve other needs that we may not be able to address. So it becomes this interconnected network of organizations. And lastly, but probably the most important thing, is planet. So our legacy and what we want to instill and in our clients is a desire to pay it forward. The ultimate goal is that we would have played a role in these youth succeeding in academic and career endeavors, and they are our future. Whether it's giving back through our company, which it's not necessary, but we would certainly encourage it.
Everything Dreams that is a reflection of the passion we have helping the next generation realizing their dreams. Dreams strive to aid those at risk or with otherwise limited opportunities in achieving their education goals and setting them on their career path. Our team is strongly dedicated to helping each and every single one of our youth that come through our door. Dream is more than an organization, it is a family.
Our 1 to 10-year plan is described as follows. During our first year, we hope to establish relationships with children's hospitals in the area, especially children's hospitals because they already have experience in helping patients who are really stressed out and who don't normally have the funding for expensive procedures such as chemotherapy. We hope to hire employees, acquire funding from public entities such as large corporations and to gather government grants, and we hope to start an ad campaign for donations and to acquire funding for new capital. Finally, we are going to set up seminars in local hospitals and high schools. Our 5 years will be described as having a sales relationship with pharmaceutical companies. By doing this, we'll have discounts for expensive medications and for expensive procedures as well. Finally, we want to expand statewide. During our 10-year plan, the very last stretch, we hope to acquire a new facility, hire new employees, upgrade our current capital, and expand nationwide. The culture of our organization can be described as follows in the next 5 words: authentic, generation, fun, empathetic, and exceptional. We strive to help employees take an issue to find innovative solutions to daily challenges that they'll find at the workplace. We also fuel our employees' growth by setting them up with any support they need. We always make sure to have our employees back and to help them feel like they're really making a difference in the world.
So I have behind me some of what I'm going to go over. Pay. So Dreams, basically, as far as pay goes on hire, pay is negotiated on experience, the position offered, and the funding that we have. So paychecks will be distributed on the 15th and on the last day of each month. And timesheets, we use timesheets right now, so they will be due within 2 days of each pay period. So, yeah. Attendance. There's not really much to say other than obviously come to work enthusiastic and ready to work. Be be here and be on time. If you're absent for any reason, plan to arrive late or leave early, obviously you should talk to your manager or supervisor, or if you know ahead of time, then by all means let us know ahead of time. Communication is key, right? So I encourage you all to do that, except as provided in other policies. An employee who is absent from work for 3 consecutive days without saying anything, without notifying anybody, without, picking up your phone or just giving us any sort of heads up or reason why you might not be coming to work, you will be considered to have voluntarily terminated your employment with us. So that covers attendance. Now, paid time off. A lot of things fall under time off, so I'm just kind of gonna go over paid time off and concerning like sick leave and so time off as in vacations and sick leave. And so how you accrue it. So during your first 90 days of employment, full and part-time employees won't be earning vacation benefits. That's pretty much the standard. During your remaining 9 months of the first year, a full-time employee will earn 2 weeks, which is 10 days, 10 work days of paid vacation. Full-time employees will continue to earn 2 weeks of vacation during their second year of employment. Use of vacation is subject of approval by your supervisor, executive director. There is a ceiling limit, so once you've reached the max number of hours, which I don't know off the top of my head, but there is a max, then you won't continue to accrue hours. So we encourage our employees to take their vacation. Okay, so sick leave. Benefits are prorated on a basis of 1 day, which is 7 hours per month for full-time employees beginning at the first day of your employment. So you do start accumulating sick leave on your first day. And these are not benefits that you receive if you leave employment with us, which is also pretty standard. You would get paid out your vacation time, but not your sick leave time. And next I'm going to talk about, so time off, code of conduct. So our company we serve youth. We are out in the community. We're a community-based organization. We are dedicated to providing financial support and relief in a safe, therapeutic environment. So be mindful that when you're out there as an employee of our company, you are a representative of the company, and you should conduct yourself as a respected individual. So any participant or staff member who violates this code is subject to discipline up to and including removal from the program, from our company or that area or whatever. So that includes abusive language towards a staff member or a fellow participant. So abusive language towards your coworkers, towards your clients, pretty straightforward. Possession of or use of alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs on Dreams facility property or anywhere that we are conducting business. So no alcohol and no drugs, please. Or coming to work visibly intoxicated or impaired. Conduct endangering the life, safety, health, or well-being of others. So especially when you're working with minors. So yeah, that's our code of conduct. And also sexual harassment falls under this category. We are committed to providing a work environment where all employees that are free from sexual harassment and other types of discriminatory harassment. So our policy against sexual harassment prohibits sexual advances or requests for sexual favors or other physical or verbal conduct of a sexual nature. Sexually oriented, comment about somebody's sexual activity, deficiencies, or prowess. So we don't want to talk about that stuff. If we get wind of it, it will result in disciplinary action, regardless of whether it's unlawful or not. Okay, so that covers sexual harassment. So, privacy. This includes Dreams' privacy clauses as well as HIPAA. So, our non-disclosure and confidential information, non-disclosure of confidential information. So, all of our employees are required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. This is pretty standard for most businesses. You're not supposed to talk about our operations, and so you may not disclose confidential information to anybody who's not employed by Dream or to other people in the company who don't need to know that information. So that is part of our protection of information. And concerning HIPAA, we are in the unique situation where we work with clients who are patients in hospitals, etc. But also we need to adhere to the health insurance portability and accountability laws. They are federal laws, which means that there are federal fines. So please be aware of and discuss people's information with only the people that need to know it. And you can't talk about your patients or your clients outside of work. So I just want to close with making sure that you all know that human resources is always available for its employees. This includes, but is not limited to, sexual harassment, safety, and industry techniques concerning training. And then we also have all the forms that you need to fill out concerning the different topics that I covered. So, yeah, that is a rundown of our employment policies. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Chambers. Our organization is called Dream. Dreams really exist and more. I'm going to talk about management styles, communication styles, organizational structure, services offered, and the budget. The first thing I want to discuss is management styles, and we have the affiliative style where employees come first. It improves personal relationships and promotes harmony and positivity in the workplace. And then we also have the participative style, which is democratic in nature, and it allows employees to participate in decision making, and it helps build commitment and a good solid foundation for the business. The next slide I want to discuss is formal and as communication styles. The first types of communication that we're going to do is formal and informal communication networks, where coworkers have to be formal in the workplace during business hours, and informal communication are amongst friends and coworkers outside of business hours, where coworkers can hang out with each other outside of the business. And then there's downward communication, which is communication from management to appropriate staff. And so whatever decisions that need to be made or duties that need to be done will start with management and trickle down to the appropriate staff member. And then horizontal communication amongst team members, where we'll have meetings to discuss issues and come up with a decision collectively, and not just one person deciding what needs to be done. The organizational structure that we have, we'll have the board of directors, the fundraising committee, the budget finance committee, the nominating committee. We'll have the assistant directors, 4 of them, staff members, and then volunteers. The board of directors delegate and elect roles and implement policy. The fundraising committee is the source of the organization's funding, and that's where we'll get the grants and scholarship funds. Budget and finance, it's where the funds go, bills and the cost of the business, and where we delegate our money. The nominating committee, it determines the board of directors. So there is a group of people that determine the board of directors. It's not a dictatorship. It's not one person. Not one person is going to be running the business. And then we have assistant directors that delegate project responsibilities And the staff members will work directly with the children, and then we'll also have volunteers, which are students or people in the community donating their time, money, and labor to our organization. Services we offer are grants and scholarships for students and children that are having medical problems or at a financial loss, funding for medical services for the children, funding for prescription costs. Brand name generics are really expensive, and so helping with those not covered medications will help. After school sports activities, which promotes healthy children, and there are a lot of children out there that need physical therapy. And then we'll also have transportation for medical treatments as well. The other services we offer are a reduced cost of childcare, especially if there's a sick child. The sick child needs to be in a hospital, and the families usually tend to have multiple children and need to put their other children in childcare while they're taking care of their sick child. So that helps. Financial assistance for medical equipment. We'll also provide counseling services for families. We'll be a networking resource for families, the go-to place first, and then we can show them where they need to go. And then we'll also have caseworkers that follow up with families to call to find out if their services were helpful, if our services were helpful, and if they got what they needed.
Part of our organizations, we offer staff benefits. Right now, we are working on trying to obtain volunteer benefits, but right now we want to focus on our staff. We know that we would not be successful without our staff, so we start by investing in the people who we employ to achieve our goal. As part of our family, we will provide array of healthcare plans, including dental and visions, paid time off, including vacation and sick pay, 401k, life insurance, long-term and short-term disabilities. The objective of good employee health benefits is to protect the employee and their families from severe hardships caused by illness, disability, or loss of life or unemployment, something we strive to make a difference in every relationship we create.
I did a breakdown of 1 year over 4 quarters, and I started with revenue, which is where we got our grants and donations and contracts from businesses, and our total revenue. And then we have our expenditures, which is our payroll wages, our taxes, our fringe, our total payroll. And then we have our expenditures, we have our travel, which could be local or out of town. Out of town right now is at zero cost because we're small and we're working locally, so we're not going to have a lot of out of town travel. That may happen in the 5-year plan. And then we'll have our space rent and our utilities to cover running an office. And then we'll also continue with our consumables, which are like our office supplies and our educational supplies. And then our other expenses would be our communication costs, like telephone, insurance, and staff development classes to make sure that everybody's trained properly. So those are the slides that I worked on, and I have my other classmates working on the other ones. This is a little insight into our nonprofit organization, and do want to state that dreams really do exist, and we're here to help make that happen for our children. Thank you.
Our target demography is low-income families that need support or choose the right amount of push to release their dreams. Dreams believe wholeheartedly that our children is our future. This work drives us to help in this family. We work closely with the school, and that is where we meet most of our clients. These schools advertise our service to students and families that need us or just want to check out how we work. With our rising popularity, we are able to receive and give out grants to students that are on the way to graduation high school. Any family wanting more information on us can go either on our websites or find one of flyers in local stores and churches. Since we are a non-profit organization unique it is built, we have yet to have any competition, but that's not to stop us from growing. We're still looking at other organizations that we possibly want to team up for events to to increase our involvement in the community and speed up our families' growth. No one can stop us from making our dreams a reality.
Hey guys, Dion here again, and I'd like to thank you for showing interest in the dreams of our youth and allowing us to share with you our passion, goals, and plan for proving that dreams really do exist and more. We are always accepting donations, volunteers, and applications from those of you who share our passion and wish to join us in our mission. Contact information is attached to the presentation if you would like to contribute donations or inquire about joining the Dream Team. Lastly, I'd like to leave you with this. Never let it be said that to dream is a waste of one's time, for dreams are our realities in waiting. In dreams, we plant the seeds of our future. Thanks for listening, guys.